preparing. All the best, Tanveer.
Okay, so should we start?
Yes.
Okay, good evening, one and all present here. Welcome back to our live session here at Lattu Live Learning with Kids. And today we have a very special kid with us here who is going to do a different kind of live session, something that we're all interested in, something that we'll all enjoy. So today we have one of our own students, Tanveer, from our junior author course, who is here for his first read aloud session. So without further ado, I would like to invite Tanveer to come forward and introduce himself.
My name is Tanveer. I am in 4th grade. I study in Oberoi International School and I like to draw.
Okay, that's nice. So Tanveer, since you're doing your first story read aloud session, would you like to tell us something about which book you're reading and why?
I'm reading Room on the Broom.
Okay, and is it one of your favorites?
Yes, it is.
Can I know why is it your favorite book?
Because there's this witch and a cat who have a broom and they go out to see the world, but each time the witch keeps losing some of her things, but the animals find them and then they get to go along the broom, and then comes a dragon along, and then the animals scare away the dragon, and they get a new broom and they go away and then they fly away.
Okay, and which is your favorite part of the story?
The end part where the magical new broom comes.
Okay, that's great. So without, making us audience here wait any longer, would you like to begin with the story session?
Okay.
Okay, Tanveer, all the best.
Written by Julia Donaldson. The witch had a cat and a very tall hat and long ginger hair, which she wore a plait. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of her bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then arrogantly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down her head, I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and they clambered on, and the dog clambered on. The witch trapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and forests they flew. The dog wagged its tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud and held on to her hat, but blew away the bow from a long ginger plait. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, and then said, as the witch tied her plait on in a bow, I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Oh, the reeds and rivers they flew. The birds shrieked with a glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond leapt a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely and then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, "I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch grabbed the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy and the broom snapped in two. Down went the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they tumbling into a bog. Uh, the witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. "I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and I'm planning to have witch and chips for my tea." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew nearer, licking his lips, said, "Maybe this one I'll have without chips." But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had four frightful heads, and it had wings like a bird, and its terrible eyes, when it started to speak, was a yowl, and a growl, and a croak, and a shriek. It dripped and squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off! That's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to meet you, but now I must fly." And, and he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, down jumped the frog, down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. "Thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in the dragon's inside." She filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a coal, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stored them well. And while she was storing, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom! Then out rose a truly magnificent broom with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird, and a shower for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. The end.
Okay, Tanveer, that was a fantastic story to narrate and to hear at the same time. So I'm sure all our audience and the viewers here had a great time listening to the story. But I would like to ask you, did you enjoy reading out the story to all of us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Tanveer, can I know what did you learn from the story? Is there a moral behind the story?
Mm, there's not a moral, but I did kind of learn something a little that you should trust someone even though if they don't trust you. Sometimes.
Okay, okay.
Because the cat was not really trusting the he was not really wanting all of the animals to come on the broom.
Right, right. Okay. So, what you have learned from the story is that we should trust somebody irrespective of how much trustworthy they are and how much they trust us. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So, before we go ahead with a little interaction with Tanveer, I would like to tell you all of you that ever since Tanveer has joined Letter Kids as a student at a junior author course, which is a one of a kind, he's been very bright and very active. He's a child who can come up with different opinions, different ideas in the spur of the moment. So his creativity and innovation is one of the strengths that he has. After this, I would also like to tell you about the junior author course that we are providing for kids. It's a one of a kind course available right now online, wherein we ensure that students learn different forms of writing and are capable to write and have the ability to complete a book by their own. Okay, so as we are talking about these Latto classes, Tanveer, I would like to know, are you enjoying these classes?
Yes, I am. I love Lattu kids.
Okay, that's great to hear. And why do you enjoy these classes so much? Which is your favorite part?
Sometimes in when I have to learn more about writings and different kinds of essays, in the end we always have to this fun game. Sometimes we don't always do writing. Sometimes we read out a story, or we watch a story and we play a little game, and we have to do a little bit of drawing. That's my most favorite part.
Okay, so the games and the interactive activities are your favorite part. Okay, Tanveer, I'm glad to hear this. With this, we come to the end of today's session, today's live session with Tanveer. I would like to thank Tanveer for his time and all the efforts he put into for preparing for the session. He's always been a bright student, and we're looking forward to his journey here at Lato Kids. I would also like to thank all our viewers and audience for joining us for this session. Thank you so much. Signing off, Sejal Kanodia from Team Lattu Kids. Thank you. Thank you, Tanveer.